Hello and welcome to another edition of Pulp Picks. My name is Patrick.
I'm Fritz.
And we're here to give you this week's reading recommendations for New Comic Book Day. What you don't know is that this is our third attempt at it due to personal and technical difficulties. So this is going to be quick because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
But Fritz, you went with...
I went with Nightwing 134. We're on the penultimate issue of the whole Circus of Sin arc. We've got Nightwing in the Fifth Dimension fighting the Zanny. They're having a whole old carny game of who can knock down the most cans wins, but the cans are also Bloodhaven, so every time you do, the skyscraper goes down.
Whoa.
So, yeah, it's like, how is Nightwing going to beat someone who's basically just like living imagination? The answer may surprise you. But yeah, no, really good. Super excited for the next issue that's going to kind of like end this whole storyline. It might be a bit bittersweet for some of the characters, but
sure.
Yeah, no, been super enjoying this run. Super excited to see how it goes down and where we're going next with Dennis Cohen coming out as the new main artist. But yeah, great.
What has Dennis Cohen done that I would know?
He's done a bunch of stuff with like The Question.
Sure.
He's done like various milestone
Gotcha.
projects. Yeah, he's one of those guys, if you look it up, it's just like, oh, he's actually been around quite a bit. But yeah, no, super excited to have him on the book. Speaking of having some new people on the book.
Yes, I went with Wonder Woman, issue number 29. So we wrapped up the previous story arc with Mouse Man, and now Diana is feeling threadbare. She's worn too thin. She's been trying to carry the weight of the world while dealing with an immense amount of grief, and also a new baby.
Yeah.
So a lot going on in her life. So what do you do when life seems too much for you? You turn to your friends. So she's in Themyscira to get a little downtime and to be able to recenter herself. And in the meantime, her friends are going to provide a little support to her and her child. And things quickly escalate and get out of hand. And is that just, some deeply buried animosity or grudges that are being held? Or is there something more sinister at play here? There might be some threads that are being pulled and manipulated and so forth. So I genuinely thought that this felt like it was the beginning of a larger story arc, but maybe it is just going to be a couple issues. And
it's just a two-parter by Stephanie Williams and Jeff Spokes.
Yeah, I do really enjoy Stephanie Williams, so that doesn't surprise me. And the art on this is gorgeous. It's fantastic. So highly recommend. And if you've been waiting for a good jumping on point for Wonder Woman, this is an excellent jumping on point because, you don't really have to know what happened before other than Steve dead, spoiler alert, Wonder Woman saved the world again. She's tired. Yeah, that's about all you need to know. All right, so speaking of saving the world again,
we've got Captain America issue 6. We've got the start of this new arc from the ashes of One World Under Doom into the fires of Armageddon coming this summer. We've got Latveria is in chaos because Doom's gone, and everyone's trying to either get in and get a hold of weapons or anything.
Turns out he had a stockpile of nasty stuff that everybody wants to get their hands on.
We've got various factions within the country fighting each other to take over. And Cap has been brought in by the new iteration of S.H.I.E.L.D., being led by Nick Fury Jr., who's got a killer new look in here.
Yes.
And he's like, I don't know, it didn't go so great the last time I was involved in one of these, but let's see. It'll piss General Ross off, so that's always a plus.
Yeah, and it's a very Nick sells it as a very small, tight knit group that's going to be there for just very specific kinds of things, rather than try to run the world from the shadows as a huge organization.
What could go wrong?
And Steve is very upfront, hey man, I'm going to do me. So if you've got a problem with that, then this will stop working. And that's just the way that it's going to be.
Yeah.
And Nick is nope, that's why you're here.
Yeah, no, it's very much, I love that this is, several times throughout this book, Steve is just I don't know what to do here. This whole situation's super messed up and not great, but also me being me, I've got to do something. I can't look at bad things happening and not act somehow.
So I think that goes to, again, and we talk about this a number of times with a number of different characters, and when creators really get the character and they feel you get a little more liberty with the types of stories that you're telling because you're you understand the character really well, that's Steve, right? Going back, he's been tormented about, I feel like I know what the right thing to do is. I don't know how to do the right thing right now. And so I'm going to struggle with that. And that's just a very Captain America thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that this creative team has been really good.
Yeah, and we got some guest stars for this arc. Delio Diaz and Frank Alpazar killing it here. We talked about before in one of the versions of this that didn't make it through. Really good work in terms of just like how like you distinguish characters via like body type and like hair and outfit and everything. Just like super good.
Cap looks like he's doing a Pantene commercial or something. He's got great hair in this issue.
Yeah, but no, yeah, super strong start to this arc. I'm excited for like how it's going to set up Armageddon. It seems to be that event's going to focus around like the proliferation of like superpowered people and like how that's going to upset like the world balance.
It's going to be interesting to see because there's lots of promotional material that is extremely vague. But this does seem to be leading into that, so I think you're right.
I mean, they've even got like a little ticker at the top.
Yeah, I think it is going to be about, superpower proliferation. So an arms race, if you will. But yeah. All right, so 3 great books up here. What else did you read this week? It was close to making the table.
Starship Godzilla was great. A bunch of space action, intrigue, betrayal, romance, everything you kind of want from something like that.
Yeah.
We both really enjoyed Fantastic Four. We were talking about that a bit before this.
So good. Ryan North has been excellent on this book. It's just also somebody who just gets the characters. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Catwoman was really, really close to getting up here. I've very much been enjoying the run. Underrated. We're not getting enough people buying Catwoman out of this store. So, but this one is there's a masquerade ball and the Court of Owls shows up. We've got Carmine Falcone betraying people. It's just been really good. So yeah, and there's kind of a dun 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 moment at the end of it. So I'm very excited for that. Planet She-Hulk continues to be very good. I'm enjoying that. Also kind of a bah at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, what? Jaw drop moment. So a reunion.
Yes.
Very sweet reunion.
Yes, very sweet. Nothing bad will happen there.
Nothing bad could possibly happen. So yeah, it was really good. I'm also we were talking on the last take about the new History of the DC Universe hardcover came out. So if you're trying to, I don't know, maybe if you're a Marvel person and you want to explore DC a little bit more, or if you're new to comics, or if you just feel like you have just kind of read the titles that you like, but you're kind of lost on a lot of the other, bigger history of the DC universe, this is a nice way to get a primer on it because it's really complicated and they don't really have a straight line continuity, so they have to do this every couple decades or so. But it was really well done. And we're getting restocks on the Absolute books coming in. We just got the restock on Absolute Flash and Green Lantern. We do have at least some copies of Wonder Woman and Superman in also, and then Batman and Martian Manhunter are on the way soon. So those have been very hot books, and then we've got some reprints of like Absolute Batman #1 and #15 and a bunch of those coming in as well too. So yeah, it's just been, I think that the last couple of weeks kind of hitting our normal stride again post holidays. It's been a lot of fun to read, and it's a good sized week this week. So if you are a regular and you've got a pull and hold, you definitely have something to look forward to and read. So yeah, any other thoughts?
No.
All right. Well, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, comment, share, and get into your local comic book shop and buy some comic books and support the whole industry. That's how this thing works. We'll be back next week with more Pulp Picks. Until then, enjoy the reading.
I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of the people who are part of like online comics discourse do not actually read much in terms of comics. So yeah, of course they don't get it. But like, you want to know? It's not really stupid. You watching this video, I don't.